Hey, welcome to the channel. I hope you're doing amazingly well. So before we jump into today's message, I want to take a few minutes just to share with you a couple things that have actually been on my heart. So this video may be just a little bit longer than our regular videos. So come on in and take a seat and let's get into this message. So if you've been with me for any length of a time, you may have noticed that my content has been evolving, and I promise you there is a reason for that. And it basically began about a little over a year ago. Back in February of 2025, my vehicle was totaled. And not long after that, I actually lost my job as a direct result of that. Because where I live, there is no Uber, there is no Lyft. Go figure. And like many people, I found myself in a season that I could never have expected. One moment life felt stable, and then the next moment my life was flipped upside down. And that experience right there taught me something. And it's something that I will basically never forget. And you know, just like I do, life can interrupt our plans, no matter what plans we put in place. And it's not because we've done something wrong. It's simply because life happens. Life be lifing. And I know you know exactly what I mean. And as a social worker and even as an insurance broker, I've always and will always encourage my families to have important conversations before a crisis happens so that we can put plans in place, right? And that's why you hear me say so many times, have the conversations while we still have options. And I still believe that with my whole heart. Protecting our families will always be important to me, no matter what. But during that season, here is what happened. God began teaching me something else. I realized that I never wanted my family's future to depend on one paycheck either. That's just the truth of the matter. I didn't want that for my family then, and I certainly don't want that for my family now. And it's not that there's anything wrong with having a job. The truth of the matter is I'm a servant at heart, and being a social worker is something that basically comes natural to me, right? But I wanted options. I still wanted to learn skills that no one could take away from me, no matter what. I wanted to build something that I could own. Most importantly, or most of all, I wanted to learn how to make money online. But I also wanted guidance while I was doing it. I didn't want to have to figure out absolutely everything on my own. At that time, I was new to the online space. I didn't know anything about the business of online business. I didn't know about digital marketing skills. I didn't know any of that. That is when I joined Digital Profits View. I joined because I was looking for guidance, right? But I stayed because the mentorship, the community, and the training, it just kept getting better and better. But something even more important happened to me during that time. And that is, I started believing in myself again. And I realized, you know what? It's not too late to learn something new. It wasn't too late to start over, even after 50, at this time closer to 60. And as I prayed about this journey, I realized something even more beautiful than that. My mission hasn't changed. It's always been about helping people create more peace of mind. And sometimes that means protecting your family. Sometimes that means learning a new skill. Sometimes it may mean, creating another stream of income. And sometimes it simply means believing there's still another chapter waiting for you. And that's why this community means so much to me. We're not just here building businesses, right? Although that's on and popping as well. We are building confidence. We are building wisdom. We are building options. And I know you know, options create freedom. If you're interested in joining me on this journey, that would be amazing as well. I truly believe that our best days are still ahead. If you're wondering what your next step could look like, I've created something specifically for beginners because I've been there and I've done that. And it's actually called Where Do I Start? And it's a beginner's online income quick start blueprint. That's a mouthful. And in less than an hour, it will help you stop second guessing yourself. You can gain clarity and you can create a simple action plan, an action plan that you can actually follow. Now, if you're ready to take your next faithful step, the link is down in the description below. And if you'd like to explore even more beginner-friendly resources, I've also included my digital resources library. So you can go on over and check that out as well and choose what fits your season. But here is what I want you to leave with today. Remember, every masterpiece begins as someone else's first step. And until next time, you take care, you stay well, and you be blessed. Bye now.